Is Florida getting really what we need for funding for these type of events?
Yes, that's a continual balancing act.
Right.
You know, there's always the grants that go in to help run the Division of Emergency Management and all the county emergency management agencies across the country. There's the Homeland Security grants and others. A challenge is continually balancing what those funds are. They are fairly static at this point. You know, we saw a huge increase in federal funding after 9/11, and you see some smaller spikes after other disasters. So it's a continual balancing act. We would always appreciate more, and we could do more with it. But overall, Florida does well in those kind of funding efforts, yes.
That's great. Well, so when we talk about kind of wrapping it all up and we take it straight to the Floridian who's sitting in their home watching this show or starting to pay attention to the school year in football, preparedness is always the message, you know, we've always heard if you grew up here in Florida from your office. Talk to us about the resources that are out there, what preparedness looks like today in our modern day challenges. Where are we at right now?
Yeah. Well, Florida's got nearly 20 million people right now. Right. There are not enough governmental resources, even when you combine the city, county, state, and federal level, to take care of every one of those 20 million people. We're really designed to help take care of those who are unable to take care of themselves. You know, those folks who don't have the financial abilities or who have special needs. Really, that's what our programs are designed to do, is help those people and be a backstop for those folks. We need those people who can take care of themselves to do so. We need those folks who can afford to go out and put together a disaster kit, you know, with some of the basic supplies, food, water, canned goods. We need them to do that. We need those folks who can and should have insurance policies to do that, because that's going to relieve the burden and help us focus on those folks who truly have those needs. So if you've got the ability and the wherewithal to go out and take care of yourself after a disaster, we need you to focus on that. We need you to focus on having what's going to get you through those first 72 hours. If there's, you know, a power outage or weren't able to get to you, we need you to be able to take care of yourself and take care of your family and your loved ones and your pets. And we also need you to consider the longer term recovery as well. How are you going to get your life back to normal should you get impacted by a hurricane or a tornado or a flood? And so the good news is it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to think about what you're going to need to do to take care of yourself in those kind of situations. You know what if you've got small kids or elderly relatives, or if you have special medicines that you should have, plan for those kinds of things. Think about, if I'm not able to get out to the store, what am I going to do for the first few days? And then put into effect